Hi, and welcome to the City Show. We're so excited to have Regina McDuffie here with us today. She is the city manager for the City of Brunswick, and she'll be joining us in just a minute. This is our December show that we're doing virtually. So sit back and enjoy the show and learn all about the city. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to Golden Owls TV. I'm your host, Avery Brooks, and I'm here with Regina McDuffie, and we are so excited to have you today. City manager for the City of Brunswick.
I'm so glad to be here. We start off December and it's always so festive. Hopefully, the city is getting into the Christmas spirit. The Christmas lights are going up. We have the First Friday event coming up this Friday, and hopefully there'll be a lot of people, getting out and just seeing the outside activities. We have the parade coming up on Saturday. So, again, we wanted to not, dampen the spirit by what's going on with COVID, but to continue, in a safe and positive manner. So a lot of things that we're trying to continue to do, even though, things will be somewhat affected. We wanted people to know that, the city will continue to provide the activities and opportunities that we have in the past.
Yes, absolutely. That's a really good point. That things might be a little different, but still going to continue as much as possible. Like the parade, I'm glad you mentioned that. That is this Saturday, so that's wonderful. We even thought about trying to put it on the channel at some point if we could show a little bit of what went on.
Yeah, actually, they are going to live stream the parade. So if we can get it on there, it would be great. Just to have, that resource, because some people are, right now shut in and not available to go out. And I think just bringing things into their home will, help get them through the season.
Absolutely. So we'll have to work on that to see if we can put at least a little bit of the parade on so that everybody can see the great floats and all of that. It does kind of get you in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, I'm excited to be in Brunswick. This is, of course, my first year during the season being here. I want to see, how well the city respond and have, the outdoor activities, have the lighting and things like that. And going forward, just things that we may be able to improve upon just to, make it more festive. I'm a Christmas baby. My birthday is a week before Christmas. So Christmas time is always a celebratory time for me.
Nice.
Certainly love the season. Obviously, the weather is cooperating. We're, into some winter temperatures right now. So that's another thing that kind of brings about the climate and spirit of the season.
Absolutely. Yes, it does. And it's fun to be able to pull out a sweater, and wear something like for the cooler weather. It makes you feel great. So yes, we're very excited about the City of Brunswick in the month of December. This is our December show. And so let's talk about what's going on at the city in the month of December. Is everybody kind of full bore? I know last time we talked about CDBG, which is the Hurricane Recovery Program. How's that going?
It's going really well. We had a meeting this morning and they said that they have, of course, had response from the public. They have 56 applications that they're processing right now, and we hope to, get many more. Our target goal is to have at least 150 to 200 applicants that go through the program process. They also were talking about, people who may not necessarily be eligible for this part of the program, but need some help with their titles on their properties. And that particular service is being provided for free to anyone who, can, within the target area of the 31520 zip code, that needs help with their title. So that's a aspect of this program that, even people who may not be eligible for repairs or rehabilitation can take advantage of.
Right. So that's a really good point because just having some of those things done can be quite expensive. And the fact that they're free is huge.
Yes, I mean, they are costly to get title searches and title clearance. It's a costly endeavor. And sometimes it stops people from being able to refinance, stops them from, being able to use their properties for collateral or things like that. And basically, it can provide some financial assistance to them to get that process done. As like you said, it is a costly process, and certainly to have it done for free is definitely a, a very good thing to have offered to them right now.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Well, what else is going on in the city? I know, talk
Well,
about.
we have another program that the city is offering right now, and this one is also very important during this time when people are, out of work or unemployed. We have a financial navigator system, and that if they would go to our website, they can get information that can provide assistance to them just to get them through questions and things that they have to help them with their credit reports, to help them with financial assistance resources, to help them, if they're having difficulties with rental payment, utility payments, to provide resource to help navigate them through those processes. It doesn't provide financial assistance, but it does provide, specific guidance and help to make sure that information that they need to participate in certain programs that could be helpful to them or that can provide financial assistance, that they have information and know about these programs.
Right. So, and also that's free, right? So,
Yes, it is. It's free, and it's the with the COVID, it is being done for through telephone interviews mostly. And, right now it's so unfortunate that people get so many telephone calls that they don't know whether they're real or, whether they're scams. So we are trying our best to get the word out and make sure that they know that this program is one that is a real program that can provide assistance. They will not be asking for, a lot of personal information over the phone or anything like that, but they will be, developing case files for the people who are eligible and people who inquire into the program. But it is a real program and can provide, real financial, I guess, guidance and assistance to people. And it's being done, virtually and over the phone mostly because of the COVID situation.
right. So nobody needs to be afraid to that it's an in-person or dangerous situation with COVID. It can be done over the phone. It can be done virtually, and they're all there to help. So go to Brunswick.org.
Right. Go to the city's website and there is information. Also, you can call our neighborhood a community services department of the city. And I will give you that number so that you can publicize it during the broadcast.
Yes, yes, absolutely. That would be great. So the web.
This is a financial navigation program. So that's basically the name of it. And it's there for the community as a resource.
Okay. Free resource. To offer guidance and assistance. That's wonderful. Yeah. So there's so many great programs that the city is offering, from the hurricane recovery to this financial navigation program to even the parade. I mean, there just is so much going on. So I think it's wonderful and people really should take advantage. So, yeah.
Yeah, we want to encourage people to just learn more about what we're doing. And as a matter of fact, the city is working to upgrade its website right now. We don't have it online, but we are working behind the scenes to have it where it's more citizen friendly so that you can basically do a lot more interaction with the city through our website. And that's being updated. I'm hopeful that at the first of the year, we will launch our new website, and that will, again, provide more resource and more accessibility for the city citizens to the city and its services.
That's wonderful. Wonderful news. Yeah. Well, let us know and we can publicize that and make sure everybody knows about that.
Yeah, one of our upcoming shows, we will definitely highlight the website and, show what new features we're engaging in. Again, we continue to provide our city council meetings online and virtually so that people can participate throughout this period. We have streamlined some of our processes and made sure that, we just, I guess, guard against exposure to the public as well as to our employees, but we continue to provide the services that are needed so that people can conduct business and they can, basically keep up with the things that they need to engage with the city.
Right. It sounds like y'all have done a great job since you've come on. And like we said in a previous interview that you came on excited about being the new city manager, but then here comes COVID. So how do you, quickly adjust? But it sounds like you adapted to the situation, adjusted, and like you said, are providing services even in this sort of uncertain time so people can still do things virtually or phone calls, and the services are still being provided regardless of the pandemic.
Yes, and we still also want to encourage people to continue to wear masks, continue to social distance, because in our community, as we see around the state and around the country, COVID cases are still impacting significantly the communities, and we want to make sure we keep, the people, citizens in our community safe, as well as our employees, but continue to provide, the adequate services that are needed. But we all have to be diligent in our efforts to make sure we are staying safe and, social distancing and keeping our mask, keeping us masked, during any activities that we have.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's still an ongoing situation and definitely need to still be cautious. And so hopefully, let's talk about a little bit about the new year. You just talked about the website that's kind of being done behind the scenes, and we'll be ready to kind of show that off in the new year. But anything else that you're thinking about or upcoming projects for the new year?
Well, I think it's been talked about that the SPLOST is coming up. So there'll be a lot of work that's being done in that effort. And we will be working with the county and the chamber to, iron out what we need to project for the upcoming SPLOST referendum that we anticipate may come in March. So that's one of the big aspects of community that we'll be working on. We are also working on a parks improvement program so that we'll be looking at all the local parks. There's a lot of work being done in the squares, but we also want to make some improvement in the parks because those impact our neighborhoods and our citizens. And we want to provide, adequate and updated facilities for the citizens to engage in outdoor activity in our parks and our green space. So that's one of the bigger things that we're working on right now, and hope to start off with the new year with parks program to show what upgrades will be made in the coming months and years to our park system.
Right, and that's more important now than ever to really have, outstanding park and green space these days. That's what people are looking for, and that's so important. So that's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things, and I mean, city involvement. People, tend not to be that attentive to it, but we work on things with our road systems, our traffic systems daily. We work on our drainage system and trying to make adequate improvements. They're slow to come about because it is costly endeavors, to improve the infrastructure of our roads and our drainage. But that's something that the city works on a daily basis, as well as looking at, impacts of climate change, impacts of shoreline activities. Those are all things that, we have to pay attention to. And we do these things to make our city safer and to provide, a better working and living environment for our citizens.
Absolutely. It's so important. So it sounds like the city is working so hard on so many different things, and a lot of it behind the scenes that you may not hear about, but it is going on, all for the good of the community and for the city. Just on that note, talk to me a little bit about transportation. We've heard that there could be a transit system, I guess a bus system that would be happening in the city soon. Talk to me about that. I don't know if that's a city project or a county project or both.
Well, it's actually mostly a city project because the funding that we have right now is urban funding, which includes city area or what we would describe as urbanized areas. And we are looking at a fixed route transit system. Of course, again, it's amazing how COVID has impacted so many different things. And of course, bus systems right now are looking at a significant decrease in their ridership because of COVID. So we have to take into account how that's going to impact, especially a new system that we're trying to be put in place. But at this point, the planning for that is moving forward. We have a consultant that's developing budgets and marketing and all kinds of trying to develop what the operational aspects of the system would be. So we are moving forward with that, but we are being cautious because we know, it could be significantly and adversely impacted by the COVID situation ongoing. So it is something that would like to provide as a, service to our citizens to help them get to shopping areas, to medical appointments, and to work or employment and school educational opportunities. But we also are, cautious about how the system will be impacted going forward with the pandemic and the situation that we're in.
Right. So it's kind of a step by step, yeah, you take one step forward and then one step back.
But it is, but we want to make the best decisions possible. So we will continue to reevaluate, on a daily, weekly basis to see if this is something that the city, needs to continue investment in.
Right, right. Well, good. Well, this has been a wonderful show. And anything else you want to?
Well,
yeah.
I would just like to thank the department heads that work with the city, our Public Works Director, Garrell Alverson, our Police Chief, Kevin Jones, our Fire Chief, Randy Mobley, our Neighborhood and Community Development, Dominique Mack, Economic Development, Travis Stiegel, Planning and Code Enforcement with John Hunter, our Finance Director, Kathy Mills, our Clerk, Naomi Atkinson, all the people, my assistant, Miss Tanette Myers, my executive assistant, Deborah Craig. Just want to personally thank them for the support that they have given. And I hope I didn't leave anybody off. Of course, Downtown Development, Matthew Hill, he has been a wonderful resource as well. But just to thank them for the work that they do, for the commitment that they have, and the dedication to support the citizens and the city of Brunswick, and also my commissioners and the mayor. So far, our working relationship has been tremendous. Everybody is really excited about the things that are going on and, moving the city forward. And we've had just tremendous support with all of the things that we've presented, that I've presented and recommended to the city commission going forward. And like I said, I hope I didn't leave any of my department heads off of that list. You run the risk. I don't have a listing in front of me, but you run the risk of not thanking someone during that time. But I hope to just show my appreciation for their efforts and their work.
Absolutely. That was very nice. And yeah, it sounds like they've embraced you and you've embraced them, and everybody's working well together, which is why you're able to accomplish so much, which is really the key to, I don't want to say politics, but government, working together. And I think you're able to do that. And it sounds like it's been a great start for you so far. And we appreciate you so much.
Well, thank you so much. And Avery, I think, I appreciate having the opportunity to address the public. I hope that this message and this show gets out to each and every one of our citizens to let them know that we are dedicated to, do a great job for them. And we want to provide great customer service through our city services. And, they feel free to contact City Hall at any time for any issues that we can help and assist with.
Right. Absolutely. Well, great. This has been great information, and we thank you so much. And please have a wonderful holiday season and a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and I still have my Santa here. So
That's awesome. Well, we're going to try to show some of the festivities going downtown, some of the decorations and things. So stay tuned for that coming up next.
well, thank you. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful holiday season, and I'll look forward to talking with you again soon.
Absolutely. We'll have some new shows coming up in the new year, and we'll have lots of different things to talk about. So we appreciate your time, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Thank you.
Thank you.